YouTube is actually pushing smaller content creators. And how they're doing this, pretty much what YouTube is actually doing, they're actually pushing smaller content creators to the forefront amongst all of these giants. Like some of your biggest names in the YouTube space, and you're getting recommended along with some big names. So pretty much you just got to bring it. You know, my whole little journey with YouTube, it started about a month or two ago, and I ain't gonna lie, I kind of fell off. But you just gotta pick up your camera and just hit record and just try to be the best version of you in front of your audience. Now, a lot of times people are like, man, what can I bring to YouTube? You bring your personality, you bring your knowledge, you bring everything that your life situations, without exposing too much. But, you just gotta bring something. You gotta add some type of value to people's life. So so put it in this perspective. You pretty much kind of figuring out, you pretty much trying to figure out a problem or solve something in somebody's everyday life, or just be relatable. Somebody that, if after a long day of work or somebody's downtime, they can just kind of tune into you, and you just bringing yourself, you bringing your knowledge, your passion, your insight on something. So I think that's where a lot of people kind of feel like, man, I'm kind of lost, when they say like what that value may be, and that's what value may look like. And value is just your life experiences, or if you're kind of like a motivational type person, or you kind of upbeat and you pretty much like want to see people, or have something like more goal, you more goal oriented, you know what I'm saying, or get people in that mindset where they can do and they don't feel like they just can't, so and that's what I've been kind of learning as of late on YouTube. Just being yourself, showing you giving your experiences, and just being the best version of you that you possibly could be in front of this camera. And that's another thing, talking in front of the camera, because I ain't gonna lie, initially when I first started on YouTube, I literally had a bad it was bad, it was horrible, it was so bad. But after a while, when you do like a lot of videos, I think I might be like 22 videos in, and you put in those reps, the more and more you do it, the more and more comfortable you start to get in front of the camera. Another thing, everybody said you gotta have a niche. You are pretty much the niche. Niche meaning like you're the unique thing that's on YouTube, because nobody is like you. You're only one of one, and you got your own personality. You may have your own way of saying or doing things. You might be funny. You may know how to like fix computers. You may how to do like product reviews. But keep in mind, you got to get in the algorithm. So you got to get in the algorithm, and it may sound like I'm kind of going all over the place, but you got to get in the algorithm, meaning that your content has to be searchable. So right now I'm in that early phase of YouTube where I'm trying to get in the algorithm. I'm trying to be known. I'm trying to be a new face, somebody that if they seeking out something, I can be the guy. I can be the guy that's going to solve their problem and bring value to their life. So, and that's pretty much what you have to do. And if you start out like as a motivational type of person, man, just be that motivational person. Bring that energy every single time, and then people will definitely tune into you. I mean, if you just kind of just the type of person that's kind of really like showing like some of your struggles, like if you got a job, you working a 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying, just be that best version that you possibly can be, and kind of relay your story so people can really feel related to you, and and kind of tune in every time your videos drop. So, and that's what I've been learning. And it's a ton of stuff that you definitely will gonna have to learn coming into this space, and that's why I always said in my other videos that you got to be a student of YouTube. And what's being a student of YouTube? Being a student of YouTube is constantly looking up what is working for other content creators. And it's not necessarily stealing. It's pretty much just seeing like, okay, you own a content creator's page and you see a particular title of a video and you're like, okay, I've experienced that. Let me put my own unique spin on it. And that's pretty much what it is. It's called an outlier. And an outlier is pretty much just what I just said. You just put your own unique spin on that particular subject or that content. You're not totally just taking, people's like life or work or whatever niche. You putting your own unique spin on it. Or if you are like a hairdresser, makeup artist, or you the type of person that actually do like product reviews, you got to kind of look at everybody that's in that realm, of what you're trying to do and just see what's been working for them. And then you just kind of apply it to yourself and do your own thing with it. And that's pretty much what I've been learning. And that's what I've been kind of navigating these waters, views. So with your views, you definitely have to have some pretty good content. You definitely got to have something about yourself where people will kind of, just keep on watching the video and just, just the whole duration. They stick with you, and they're relating to you. You just got to bring something that's going to, like I said, like solve a problem, or or just have your emotions. I ain't gonna say necessarily emotions, but have your, like, kind of put your life on display a little bit without telling a lot, but but just kind of put your life on display and just be relatable. And that's what I've been kind of working with myself on YouTube. And I told about a couple jobs. I talked about a couple jobs. See, it's all in the process. You probably might misspeak, but you just gotta power through it. But I talked about other different jobs I had. I just recently got fired from one. That's crazy. And some of my my expertise. But I'm going to really home in on that myself and kind of bring something to somebody that needs my expertise. And that's pretty much what you're doing on YouTube. And people for all ages can do this. I mean, I'm in my 40s, so if you 30, like 50 or 60, get on YouTube. Like, you have life experience. Somebody out there is looking for somebody such as yourself. You may have like a little bit of insight, especially if you're older and somebody's looking for like not necessarily like a mentor, what I'm saying, but your life experiences kind of give people insight. You follow what I'm saying? So if you're older, that could be something that could budding your career as a content creator. You know what I'm saying? So that's something to think about. And a lot of people say, hey, you're not gonna, you can't do it for the money. I mean, obviously, if you on here, that's the end goal. That's the end game. So you definitely want to bring some pretty solid content, and hopefully, it's gonna be a grind. You got to get those 4,000 watch hours and upwards to like 1,000 subscribers, and that'll be the end game. You get monetized, but it doesn't stop there. You got to keep on coming with that content. And once you have an audience or whatever, then you can pretty much do whatever you want to do, and that's the end of the day, because nobody's gonna necessarily like tune into you unless they don't know who you are or they're not investing with you. So you gotta constantly post every day, and just be relatable, you know, and that's pretty much like what you have to do to become a content creator. And like I said, you know, you're the niche, you got life experience, you have some insight on something that people are searching for. And like I said earlier, YouTube, no, I didn't say this, but YouTube is a big search engine. So, you know, look at other videos, you know, by being YouTube being a search engine, you know, you want search optimization, you know what I'm saying? You want to put that in your title, your thumbnail, and your I'm having a brain freeze, y'all. I'm sorry. Your title, your thumbnail, and what the video is all about. So, you know, just look at content creators, you know, in or around about your niche, and just kind of put your own unique spin on it. And it's going to be a work in progress. You know what I'm saying? It may feel awkward in the beginning, but once you start getting like more comfortable in front of the camera and comfortable with talking to your audience, you know, it's all going to come together. Right now I only got 3 subscribers, but you know, hopefully this video will probably speak to somebody and have somebody tune in on me on the next time, on the next go round. I'm sorry, I'm mixed talking, but I don't know if I'm gonna leave this in. I'll probably edit. I might leave it in. I don't know, but this is the whole process, you know, with you actually getting on here and talking about YouTube. And, you know, my hope is to, I think where I'm going with it, I'm going to show people how to do thumbnails. I've been pretty good with my thumbnail game. It's been pretty decent. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I want to show people how to, like, at least, like, put a pretty decent thumbnail, you know. And, you know, like everything, you just gotta try. You gotta try what, you know, see what works for you as a content creator. And keep in mind too, when you download the YouTube Studio app, it sets you up for success. So I know, keep in mind, don't get obsessed with looking at that app, man. I'm telling you, it'll drive you crazy. And you know, it does set you up for success. You know, when you're looking at your analytics and looking at what works for you, YouTube will actually suggest you to like change your thumbnail, change your title. It may not be getting a certain amount of what's called impressions, because when impressions is pretty much giving your video the chance amongst all these giants to shine. So, you know, like I said before, definitely got to become a student of YouTube, constantly just, you know, looking at, you know, what, trying to see what works for you, and, you know, and then just take it to the next level, you know. So, but I really appreciate y'all tuning in. If you feel like this video kind of motivated you to get on YouTube, it's a few other content creators out there. You got Dante London, you got DoDash, you got a few others out here that got some really good insight and kind of support you in the right direction. vidIQ, Think Media, Reva Reveals. There's a few others that I've been kind of looking at to kind of like get a good gauge on what direction I want to go in this YouTube space. So, but only thing I have to do is just start and just try to be the best version of yourself, and you know, just go on your journey, man. All right, I appreciate y'all tuning in, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Thank you. Peace.